Hello, everyone. The webinar starts at 11, so we allow a couple of minutes for everyone to be able to join in. Okay, I think most of you are here now. So again, a very warm welcome to our webinar. I would like to welcome all of you who are joining us regularly on our regular webinar sessions and those who are tuning in for the first time. My name is Robert and I am the Marketing Communications Manager here at WebInterpret, and I've got the pleasure to run today's webinar and to present our speakers. So I'm joined here today by Matthew from our partner company, Cdiscount.
Hi everyone, so I'm Matthew, as said, and I'm working for Cdiscount since 2 years now. I'm in charge of the partnership with a European and international company, and um, specialized in guiding the sellers to get on board with us on Cdiscount and on the French market.
Thanks very much, Matthew. And from WebInterpret, my colleague Matej, who is our key account executive.
Hi everyone, it's thanks for the intro, Robert. My name is Maciej. I've been with WebInterpret since 8 years now, and basically my role is to pretty much help our customers to maximize their cross-border opportunity, but also deal with introducing new partnership or opportunities, such as new marketplaces that we have available.
That's great. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Maciej. Just before we start, the agenda and a couple of bits about housekeeping and how the webinar is going to run. So based on our own extensive data and knowledge and the knowledge of our partners, we would like to show you some great e-commerce opportunity that France presents, and also how you can maximize this opportunity with the help of France's one of the France's leading marketplaces, which Cdiscount is. Cdiscount is also one of the leading marketplaces in Europe as well. We also have some exclusive insights for you, like the top selling categories and new ones that have seen one of the biggest growths in the past year, 2020. We've tried to make this webinar very practical and the contents of it to work for you as a marketplace seller. And this webinar will be recorded. We'll be following up with a recording and a presentation afterwards, and with some key takeaways as well for you to implement and key insights. We will definitely not exhaust all the topics that we're covering here, so we'd like to stay in touch and answer any additional questions or queries you might have, or equally explore any opportunities how WebInterpret together with Cdiscount can support you and your e-commerce and cross-border e-commerce endeavors. The webinar will take approximately the presentation itself, 40 to 45 minutes, and will be followed by a Q&A session around 10 minutes. There is in your webinar, Zoom webinar panel, there is a Q&A section available for you. So please type up any questions you might have over that. And with no further delay, let's give the mic to Maciej, who will present some stats and insights on France as an e-commerce opportunity.
So thanks for that, Robert. So yeah, France, leading e-commerce market. Now, as you all probably know, cross-border e-commerce provides an opportunity for scaling your business in a fast and quick way. Some of you may have already dealt with Web Interpret, where we kind of provide these solutions. But what's most important is that we want a really strong focus on France and its local marketplace. And that means, I mean, France is the second largest e-commerce marketplace. It offers a great opportunity to attract over 60 million online shoppers. And basically that gives you opportunity to tap into over 1 billion euro sales yearly. Now, in 2019, e-commerce sales of both products and services passed the 100 billion euros to reach over 1.3 billion euros. So this is constantly increasing. Now, what's more important is that there's a little bit more about France that makes it a very attractive market. Now, over 35 million French consumers shop regularly online. Now, of course, 2019 and the whole, 2020 and the whole pandemic situation boosted and intensified this trend, but pretty much on a year to year, this number is increasing. Now, over 90% of French consumers are between 18 of 79 years of age, which makes it a perfect target audience for merchants basically that shop online. And of course, it's a huge proportion of potential buyers. Now, what's really encouraging for sellers who want to expand on the French market now is that in line with European economies, France has a great e-commerce increase of 15% year on year. Now, 21% of that was solely done on marketplace. Now, the fun fact is that also that number reflects the year-on-year increase on Cdiscount too. So they've noticed also a 21% increase in terms of growth. Now, according to various counts, between 20 and 50% of French consumers, they do regularly buy cross-border, so UK, from UK, Italy, Spain, around basically, well, everywhere outside of France.
Thanks very much, Maciej. And now over to Matthew. Let's give us mic to Matthew. You cover a bit of a success story of Cdiscount and some key tips and booming categories. Over to you.
Yes, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Maciej, for the introduction, for the overview on the French market, the really nice numbers. And from my side, I'm going to tell you more about Cdiscount itself. So Cdiscount, as the French leader of the French e-commerce and one of the leading marketplaces in Europe, we started in 1998 in Bordeaux, southwest of France. And initially, we were just a retailer, selling CDs and DVDs for less than €1. And later on, we were bought by the Casino Group, that is one of the most important mass market retail group in France. And through the years, we developed new categories such as high-tech, household appliances, furniture, toys, childcare, and of course, because we are from Bordeaux, some wine category. And in 2011, we launched our own marketplace. So after its launch, we entered in a second phase of more services. And we started with our loyalty program, Cdiscount à volonté, that we can compare to Amazon Prime, and other services such as mobile and energy provider, but also Cdiscount travel, with always the aim to offer more and more services to our customers and increase the traffic on the marketplace. And that leads us to be the French leader and a great actor in the European market. And to let you know about some more numbers about Cdiscount, being a seller of Cdiscount will give you access to our 10 million active clients per month, our more than 22 unique visitor, million, sorry, unique visitor per month. That means around out of two French online buyer. You will be part of our 13,000 sellers active. And the last numbers that my colleague just let me know yesterday was even superior to 15,000 from 70 different countries. And you could sell obviously on our two platforms, the Cdiscount, the B2C one, and the B2B one, Cdiscount Pro. But there is not just the numbers. Like what's equally important apart from the numbers will be like thanks to some Cdiscount marketing activities and promotion with web advertising, media exposure, you can also boost your sales around various key dates from the e-commerce. You've got the winter sales, the summer sales, Black Friday, of course, and shopping season at the end of the year. But you can find some typical French or Cdiscount days, like French days, Cdiscount months anniversary. If we go to back for the first French days at the end of April, beginning of May, there the most looked products will be all around the outdoor and the gardening. And staying on this topic of categories, here is the top three of our best categories. So on top category, you're going to find high tech, represented by computing, mobile, that are the prime subcategories. This is followed by major and small household appliances, and after the world of home with furnitures, bedding, sofa, home decor too. But we've got, I wanted to tell you more about some other categories that have seen an impressive growth last year. These are the new opportunity on the market. People, consequences of the lockdown, are looking for new products to buy online. They look for food, for beer product, coffee, tea, for example, that I've seen like an increase of 33%. They are looking for, they're bored at home. So they're looking for activities such as sport, outdoor, fitness,
Yeah,
and that I've
exactly.
seen like around 40% of growth, and DIY and gardening around 25% now. But let's put beside the numbers and talk about more tangible things, I'll say. So Cdiscount, as every other marketplaces, we have our own features. So that's why we wanted to share with you 4 key of success on Cdiscount, but also most general in the French e-commerce. First of all, it's all about making your product visible and attractive. So once you register on Cdiscount and you synchronize your catalog thanks to the technology of Web Interpret, the most important is to focus on those two aspects. So how to make your product visible. So according to last research, high quality listing affects sales positively, of course, and by making it easier for customer to find, evaluate, and purchase your products. There you can find a product sheet with a detailed description, which should provide customers with enough information to allow them to compare your items with other similar products and make an informed buying decision. You should invest time in your product listings in order to boost your natural referencing by creating, for example, like a simple and complete title with the brand, using the right keywords, including, of course, the product type. And of course, for France and for Cdiscount, the content has to be in French. Remember, the French people don't like to speak another language than French. So,
Although it's changing, probably.
yeah, it's changing. It's changing slowly, but it's changing. And secondly, how to make your product attractive. You should work on the quality of your pictures, high resolution and white background, for example. But also, the online consumer likes to see the products in its context. So there, like on this slide, you can find all the example for title and pictures. Another example for multiple and appealing images will allow them to evaluate and compare all the key features and suitability of your products. And also, it will help consumers to choose one search result over another, and therefore boost your conversion rate. And just like a quick number, like an optimized catalog will generate on average an increase of 51% of sales. That's why I'm really insisting on this point. That's the first key, the first step. Afterwards, you can add some specific criteria to help consumers to find your products through the research filters. You can add some pictures, additional pictures, video, tutorial to show all the feature of your product. It will help you win the trust of the consumers. And speaking of consumer trust, like one of our last study showed that 68% of consumers are more willing to buy a product with positive and negative rating. These reviews will not only help you to to influence the consumer decisions, but they will strengthen your company's credibility. It will help you to win the customer trust, as I said before, and encourage the people to interact with your company. You have to think about like a consumer interaction as an opportunity to re-enter the whole community, thanks to this privileged and authentic channel. It will definitely help you and leads you to improve your profits. Now,
We all probably shopping, we all see reviews and would like to see the reviews before purchasing any product. Yeah, definitely a valuable insight.
yes, even if they are positive, negative, like people can make their own choice, customers, and make the adequate choice. So don't hesitate to use this way of communication with them.
Yeah, definitely a great tip.
And there, I'm going to talk about delivery. Delivery, like we know that nowadays one of the key of e-commerce. Deliver as fast as possible and offer as many transport methods as possible. Another study from the French Institute of the Public Opinion showed that 60% of the buyers are keen to abandon their purchase if the shipping options are not suitable enough. So that's why we at Cdiscount, we provide you with 3 solutions, logistic solutions. The first one will be Cdiscount Transport. That's if you want to keep the end on your logistics, but you don't have the contract with the logistics providers, services providers, and you want to benefit from our preferential prices and various methods of shipping. Second one, Cdiscount Express Seller. So if you still want to keep the end on your logistics, but you are able to provide an express delivery. If you're able to do that, you can be part of our loyalty program. And the third one the most important one, the core pillar of our growth strategy, is the fulfillment service that we can compare to FBA from Amazon. It will also give you access to our loyalty program, to stock, storage, packing, and shipping solution, all included at a very competitive price, and help you to give you access to several shipping methods, such as standard express delivery within 48 hours, sometimes 24 hours, access to our network of 24,000 pickup points, and even the delivery on demand. So the customer can choose the date and the hour of his delivery. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Exactly.
And this fulfillment center will also give you access to our external fulfillment that we used to call, meaning that by unifying your stock in our fulfillment centers, you will be able to ship also your orders coming from other marketplaces. Amazon, Wish, Allegro, Back Market, La Redoute, and not only in France, but also in 20 other countries in Europe. So that's, for example, a really good solution for merchants facing the Brexit issues. And last but not the least, how to catch the audience and to boost your visibility. So as I explained before, it's all about the natural, the organic referencing. So keep in mind that 50% of the business is made through the search bar. So you need rich content and good, like a good catalog. You can go on, Robert, if you want.
Of course. Sorry.
No worries. And so that's the first step, the organic part. Second step, boost your visibility by getting access to our loyalty program through Cdiscount Transport, Cdiscount Express Seller, or Cdiscount Fulfillment Centers. That's the three ways to get access to it. And then you can also sponsor your products by advertising campaign or premium packs, but really only just only when the first steps, like organic part, which is all about the content, is okay. There is no need to, no way, no use to push and advertise for product sheets that's not 100% okay and complete. Internally, we've got like our own web agencies that's called Commonplace, but we'll soon change by for Cdiscount advertising, and they will be there to help you out in your online marketing strategy. And depending on your budget, you can choose, of course, different options such as premium packs, sponsored products, smart coupon, Google Shopping also, and of course, create and personalize your own shop. So to summarize a bit like everything what I said, remember the 4 steps. So an optimized catalog, focus on your relationship with the customers, have the best logistic that you can, deliver as fast as possible and offer all the methods possible, and boost your visibility then with the loyalty program or by advertising, online advertising, following, for example, the promotional lineup that we showed you before, and of course, the seasonality of your product.
That's great. There are some really good and powerful insights. Thank you very much, Matthew. And now over to my colleague from Webitopia, Mathieu, who will cover a bit on our integration and solution that we provide in cooperation with Cdiscount. Matthew, over to you. Matthew,
For
sorry.
that, and thanks, and thanks, Matthew, for the insights on Cdiscount, which I'll refer to in just a few moments. But before we actually go into details for the new joiners that have not encountered or dealt with WebInterpret, let me just give you some brief kind of history, who we are, what we do. So we've been on the market for 12 years now. We were founded in 2007, 5 office currently that we're running: North America, Europe, and China, with over 200 plus employees working to make sure that your cross-border trade is actually that you're gaining the best out of the cross-border trade opportunity. Now, what's important is that on pretty much on a daily basis, 220 million listings that we synchronize, that we localize, that we translate. So we do this on a daily basis. But what's also important is that 600 million plus incremental cross-border sales was generated through for our sellers. So that's just a brief kind of intro to WebInterpret for those who didn't know that yet. But now back to the kind of core point of this webinar. Now, Matthew mentioned quite a few things in terms of what needs to be done to get really scaled and basically start selling successfully on Cdiscount. Now, that may raise a few issues for you guys in terms of time, translations, optimization, so on and so forth. So that, yes, that may be a problem. However, we're here to solve that problem for you, because what we do here with Cdiscount is implement a automatic solution for you, for the front end user such as yourself. It's a matter of just clicking on a few buttons to get this started. But what we actually do in the background is make sure that that your inventory is localized. Well, of course, that means translations of titles, optimizing them, mapping the categories, item specifics, the attributes, the description, of course, also. And as I mentioned, all that is done automatically in the background. So in a matter of hours, a few days, sometimes hours, your inventory could be listed on Cdiscount. Well, pretty much straight away, and you could start benefiting from all the points that Matthew has mentioned. What's important is that we keep everything in a synchronized manner. So stock, prices, inventory, that is all synchronized also within WebInterpret and your Cdiscount product catalog. So kind of how does it work? We could summarize this into four kind of bullet points: pull, match, list, and sale. The last part is solely up to you, which means from all the work that we do in the background, you just basically have to make sure that you're dispatching Cdiscount orders in a timely manner and making sure that the deliveries are there. But let's say that's the pleasant part. But what we do is actually we pull your inventory from your source catalog. We match it, and that means we translate it, we localize it, we convert it, we optimize it, and of course we then automatically list it for you on your Cdiscount product catalog. So four simple kind of points. Makes it sound easy, but well, for you as a merchant, of course. Now, kind of give you a recap on this. What are the benefits basically with WebInterpret and Cdiscount? Of course, you're tapping into over 100 billion sales in France, as I mentioned in the numbers previously, and that gives you access to 22 million unique visitors on a monthly basis. Now, Cdiscount is a local French marketplace, which the traffic is there. So what you guys probably do notice when it comes to cross-border sales is that other markets may be your main source of, let's say, income or traffic, such as, let's say, Germany. So France usually ends up, out of our kind of data research, France is always usually the second best-selling marketplace. Now, what we aim here is to change that trend, and we do this by this partnership with Cdiscount and making sure that the that you guys reach out to the French audience, and that automatically means increasing conversion specifically to France. Last but not least, key benefit, and I think maybe one of the more important ones, is basically freeing up your time and resources. As I mentioned, if you have to manually, let's say, go over these optimization processes, translations, keywords, hiring maybe some translators to do some listings for you, so on and so forth, that takes time and most importantly, money. We do that for you automatically in a seamless manner.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you both, Matthew, and thank you, Maciej, for this really insightful. Now it's time for the Q&A session. If you've got any questions, just please remember to type them up in the Q&A box. I think we have a couple of questions already. One question from Louis: is the Cdiscount marketplace able to accept CBD products?
So unfortunately not. There is like the top management, the top direction that won't allow the CBD products on the marketplace.
Okay. And do we want to maybe describe what the CBD product is, and just for everyone to understand, just the acronym, what type of products?
No, the CBD, like it's all kind of CBD products that unfortunately won't be accepted.
Okay. There's another question there. Are there rules and recommendation for editing? Are there rules, sorry, and any recommendations for editing titles on Cdiscount in order to increase the visibility? So this is a question from Ben. So I know you covered that to an extent, Matthew. Are there any rules in order to boost organic growth and organic visibility?
Yes, there is some rules, as explained. Well, the title has to be with complete information. For example, if color with a variation in fashion, you have to add the color, the size. You have to add the brand, the product kind also in French at first. But like everything, all of that, like web interpret knows it and allows the best traduction and matching perfectly the title we are expecting from to be present on our marketplace. So so at that level with the web interpret connection, there is no worries about the titles.
That's great. I don't know, Maciej, if you want to add something about it in terms of like how we translate the titles and what structures we give them. Is there anything you wanted to mention?
Well, this is, like I mentioned, in the presentation, it's an automated process done through our algorithms. I mean, to go into details, maybe a little bit difficulty. I may have a little bit difficulty with that simply because I'm not a developer to know the extent of what algorithms specifically are used, but this is a combination basically of, well, using our past experience with localization services, and also getting that information or the requirements from Cdiscount. Our system is adjusted to match those, to translate and localize those listings in the right way so that they can be organic. I mean, so that they are optimized for organic search within Cdiscount. Maybe a little bit vague answer, unfortunately, but like I said, I'm not a developer, so I don't know and don't know the specifics. But like I said, it's a system that we've been running and improving since 12 years now. So
yeah, that's great. No, I think you both mentioned lots of information there, and you probably all seen the stats. So we have an economy of scale. So we are managing over 200 million, is it, listings?
Yes.
So we have an experience, and obviously that experience we put into the algorithm that we develop. And also probably worth mentioning here, Maciej, as well, that customers have access to the dashboard where they can actually, as far as I know, mark certain translations as good, as potentially change, make certain brands untranslatable, so the brands appear in the translated listings, but in the original form, etc., etc. But we're not going to go into more details about it. If you want to, if Ben would like some more additional information, we can sync up and arrange a demo or potentially or provide you with some key information afterwards. We're moving swiftly because we've got a couple of other questions, or plenty actually. Let's hope we cover majority of them. So another question from Michał: Is the Cdiscount marketplace suitable for used car parts or new only? That's the question.
No, it's suitable for new and used car parts. That's why I didn't have like any space on the presentation like to add as a fast-growing category on new opportunities. Everything around automotive and car parts. Yes, they're part from those ones too.
That's great. That's great to know. Probably there's plenty of sellers who would like to use car parts, sell used car parts, especially for some older versions of automobiles. That's great. And Matthew, there's probably another question for you. How much commission for the home appliances?
Home appliances. I was checking that. This is it depends. It can vary between 8 and 10% of commission.
Okay, great. Obviously, we can provide some more information after.
Yeah, I'm gonna provide you with some links regarding our corporate website where you can find all the information. An email where you can join us if you need like even more information after the webinar. I saw other questions. I'll send you also the link for the registration if you want to get registered, and of course benefit from the 3 first months free. That's the. I know that there is another question around that. So yes.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for answering that. And great, Matthew. And I've got another question from Guido. This time we are not on Amazon, but on eBay, sorry. Apologies. So in terms of transferring those listings, Matthew, do you want to cover that?
It's a good question. It's a valid question. That is soon to be available. I mean, right now, because of the specificality, actually to be kind of into a little bit more details, it's pretty much all about the barcodes, which are required pretty much now on every marketplace. eBay, it's not really required to have. I mean, if you have the EIN numbers, then that's perfectly fine. But we are working currently right now for a solution to get inventory listed or picked up, pulled from eBay, and converted in the right way to sell it on Cdiscount. It's more of a technical kind of blocker we're facing right now, but this is from the latest news that I hear. Probably in a month time or so, we should already have a working solution to also support eBay sellers that want to sell on Cdiscount. So in time, yes, and we could of course reach out back to all these all the merchants who kind of focus on eBay, but would be interested on Cdiscount also.
That's great. Thanks, Matthew. Matthew, probably another question for you, and staying on the automotive topic, how strong would Cdiscount be in the automotive market? So parts, etc., car parts.
So I don't have the numbers there, but that's as you saw, that's not the top category, one of the 3 top categories, but it is in the fast growing. That's I'm sure of it. We've got internally a dedicated team for this category. Basically, before 2 years ago, when I started working in Cdiscount, we had like just 4 teams with 4 categories, 4 huge categories. And now with evolution, we have like more than 14 teams dedicated, each one to one category. And automotive market has its own dedicated one. So that's fast.
Probably a strong category in that case, yeah. That's great, thank you. I've got another question from Christian. What is the delivery days limit if we ship from our UK warehouse? So is there a limit on that one?
The delivery time will be split it in 2. You've got the preparation time. So once the order is passed, how many days you have to prepare the order, not to ship it, just to prepare from Europe to UK and other countries of Europe. It's between 2 and 7 days to prepare it. Afterwards, you've got no, no, sorry, no. Excuse me. No, the preparation day is like between 1 and 5 days. 1 and 5 days. So 5 days maximum to prepare it, and after to ship it between 2 and 7 days. That's automatically 2 and 7 days. So for example, if you put 2 days of preparation time, you've got a final delivery date between 4 and 9 days. And I'm talking in working days. So we don't count the weekend.
The weekends. Great, thank you. There's another question this time from Rob. If we already sell on Amazon France, can those listings be copied and used in Cdiscount? We partly covered that, but Maciej, do you want to mention something on that topic as well?
Yes, they can be. It depends also on what items you have already on Amazon. Again, depending on the source source of your inventory, whether it's Amazon UK or Amazon France. Normally, what we do is we get into to let's say UK's merchant source inventory, which is 99% of the time UK. So we do the localization, pulling of the information and matching from UK. However, if we have a source of an inventory set as, I don't know, France, Italy, Spain, Germany, then of course that is also a possibility. We can match those and localize those items from that source. So the answer to that question would be yes.
That's great, thank you. Another question, how can WebInterpret track international sales I would generate through Cdiscount or Amazon FR? Do I have to sell through WebInterpret's accounts or through own accounts?
So I believe that would be probably a question to myself. In terms of dispatching orders, printing labels, that would be handled by you, not through WebInterpret, as we don't offer, at least just yet, a order management software. We will be showing you, let's say, what sales you're generating on the marketplaces, on Cdiscount, so on and so forth. However, if you want to dispatch it, like I said, print a label, you use your third-party tool, if you have one that offers integration with other channels, or you simply treat it, or you would simply go to Cdiscount directly onto your seller dashboard in your orders tab and dispatch your products directly from them. I know there's a common question about customers using, I don't know, that have OBA accounts or click and drop for UK, which not necessarily always integrates with, let's say, local marketplaces. But there's a simple solution for that, where you could simply export your orders from Cdiscount, upload them into your, let's say, click and drop account, and start and bulk print and dispatch those orders.
Great, thank you. I've got a question probably to myself from Joanne. I've logged in late. Will the webinar be available? Yes, Joanne, it will be available. We will be sharing the recording afterwards. Probably there's lots of questions here that we can see about automotive parts and used parts and car parts in general. I think it's lots of sellers probably are selling these categories of items.
Robert, do you want me to put like in the discussion directly the email of contact for more questions?
Yeah, of course we can follow up. There's a question from Michal who would like to check how big the market opportunity is. So definitely we'll follow up with some answers to all of the questions, and including this one as well. So Matthew, if you could provide any contact details or maybe some additional stats that you could share, that would be great.
And I saw a great question from Henrik regarding the cooperation with Real. So yes, you have the right information. Last year we launched a partnership between Real, so top marketplace in Germany, ePrice, top marketplace in Italy, and eMag, another top marketplace in Eastern Europe, Romania, and other countries. And so by having your product on Cdiscount, you can then have access freely, for free, really, uh, to those three other marketplaces. So you can get a Niemen account then and pass the feed from Web Interpret to Cdiscount to IMN, and after to all the other marketplaces, Reali, Pricey, Mag. And of course, this is a service that the aim is to every year recruit new partners. So today there is like four marketplaces, and in 5 years we might be 10 or 12, 15. I hope. We hope.
That's the, yeah, that's great. I've got a question from Michal as well. How do we deal with barcodes for used products? Normally we don't have any barcodes. I don't know whether Matthew could maybe. Matthew, are barcodes compulsory? They need to be available? What's the situation?
The barcodes now, since the 1st of February, are mandatory on Cdiscount for new and refurbished products.
So it would probably be a matter of signing up with GS1 or basically other one
there
to
is
get.
GS1, you can have your barcode like really easily. They are really effective and they answer really fast.
So once you get those barcodes, you're pretty much well for the long run. For in the future perspective, whether it's I mean, it'll be only to your benefit if you get those. So if you have those barcodes set up on all of your items, simply because the trend is that every marketplace is now going to be implementing mandatory barcodes. So whether it's Amazon as it was before, whether it's Cdiscount right now, but if you probably look deeper into details of other marketplaces, that will also be a mandatory field.
Okay, great. How about the payment term? We can get the money within 3 days from Amazon. How about Cdiscount? So
so the payment there goes from decades, so 3 times per month. But now, since a few months, you got the payment in 24 hours. So every day you're gonna have an amount available from your past sales, and you can click on just a button and have it the day before. So day plus 1.
That's great. That's quite speedy. A question from Espana, and these are the last questions now. We are selling healthcare medical instruments, but I did not see any category about this. So Matthew, I think the question is, and we showed the top selling categories and the booming ones. So the question is this probably a potential there, and can you actually sell those products on Cdiscount?
As a multi-specialist marketplace, every product, every category has its opportunity. Of course, we had to reduce the numbers that we just presented today, but definitely. And if the buyers are the doctor, you can even sell it through our professional marketplace, Cdiscount Pro. That's the one, just only one subscription fee for both Cdiscount and Cdiscount Pro. I know you should have some question around the fees, so that's 39.99 euro per month, with of course the 3 first months free, with the link I'm going to provide you just after. And after that, there is the commission on every sales. That is depending on the category. So what I'm gonna do too is give you like the link of our corporate's website, and there you will be able to find like more information, and of course with the contact email that I'm gonna provide you. You can ask like every other question you may have afterward.
Great. 3 more questions. Can we sell a SaaS, software as a service on Cdiscount? So not a tangible products, but actually services like software service.
Uh, that's complicated because we can't monitor the sorry the delivery, but let me get back to you with that, because I heard like few months since few months we are effectively able to to sell some SaaS software products. Yes, so I'm gonna say yes, but since few months, since a few.
Okay, lovely. Two more questions. So one from Paul, and again, it's about barcodes. So we could just clarify on that one. Just to clarify, every product sold on Cdiscount must have a barcode, new or used one. Yeah, whether it's a new or used product. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes, now since the 1st of February. Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Do certificates like for organic products produced with climate neutral, for instance, conditions can boost sales on Cdiscount? How sensible are the Cdiscount customers to sustainability?
So our customers, they are like more and more sensible to it, and we for example we open some new part of our website, so the where our marketplace, where you can find some natural products, organic products. There is like a dedicated space. There is like even like, as we're a French company, we've got like another dedicated area, for example, for made in France products. So yes, so we our sellers are our sellers, our customers are more and more sensible, and we are too, because we are like dedicated spaces from our marketplace for those kind of products, new trendy products.
That's great. I think that's all of the questions. I hope I didn't miss any. If I missed, we probably be in touch. Also, we'll be in touch with regards to some of the additional information that you have requested, and just to for those who logged in a bit later on and missed on that part, we will be sending. We will make the recording available for you and send you the details where the recording
Just
is.
one last thing. Where
Yes.
can I put all the information that I said I wanted to put? Because I can write in the discussions
Um, You can write it in the Q&A chat, or we can follow afterwards. We'll be details. We
afterwards.
have details of
Yeah, if you
we'll be
want
sending
to
any key
email.
takeaways anyway, and some additional links, and we can follow with individual sellers as well. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Cool. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you everyone who joined in, tuned in, and thank you, Matthew and Maciej. That was very insightful and hopefully very useful, and gave lots of practical knowledge to our marketplace sellers. Thank
Yes,
you.
Thanks
thank
all.
you everybody. And just there were like one quick question regarding Brexit and VAT. So yes, it's better like to have like a European VAT, French VAT. Every country has its own rules, but in general, for example, if you've got your stock in Europe, in European country, you need to have the VAT numbers from this country. And if you're exceeding, in general, it's like around 35,000 a year of sales in one country, you need the VAT number of its this country. So yeah, be really pendant of it. And one of the main thing, like with the Brexit, also is that just try to um, centralize at least a part of your stocks in Europe.
That's great. Some additional, I know that it's quite a hot topic right now, so additional information is provided on our blog as well, and we shortly sending some communication about that has some suggestions, key steps for, because it's still, I know there's some negativity around Brexit, but there is a great opportunity, and we've done an in-house analysis as well, and we've seen that sellers who made certain changes or adopted certain suggestions are booming and having a good sales, both across both sides of the channel. So from the UK, but also from Europe to the UK. Okay, I think that's it. Once again, thank you very much to everyone who joined in, and thank you guys for presenting. I wish everyone a really good day.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thanks for participating.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care,
Take care. Bye.
everyone.